The top dog, I know these niggas all want my position. Cause I'm putting up numbers like a statistician. The king back like LeBron when he returned to Cleveland. Time to spread the bag around, make sure we all eatin'. Heard some niggas think they got us, guess we all even.
I'ma tell y'all, this fast food started with this ignorant ass Popeyes. It's always something going on with these fast food restaurants, huh? I guess that's the new trend. It's just ignorant shit. One of those restaurants, what was it, McDonald's, that the lady got the blender threw at her head because she was acting a fool. And Popeyes people killing people, and they said that one wasn't directly related, but we know it was a lot of ignorant mess that was associated with Popeyes. Now Burger King, there's a Burger King worker accused of pulling a gun out on a customer. So let's just listen to this and we'll talk about it after.
A procession of hungry diners dashing through the drive-thru at this Burger King on Lamar at Dedrick, but some are reporting an unwelcome side with their orders.
They want to act like the customer owe them, when it should be better customer service.
And based on the account police are giving, the customer service was downright scary Wednesday afternoon. O'Dariel Moore Williams, a Burger King employee, accused of pulling a gun on a customer when she complained about her order.
Lord have mercy.
This is really shocking. This is like one of the first shocking things I've heard for 2020.
Around 1 o'clock, the victim tells us she was in the drive-thru when she told employees she was being charged too much for her meal. What allegedly followed, a profanity-laced tirade from Moore Williams, although Burger King employees have a different account.
The customer came in here, acting a fool, you know. This is black, this run by black people, you know, we ain't having it.
The victim tells police she eventually drove around to the front of the business, and there were 4 employees waiting for her, rushing to her car and yelling. She claims she pretended to reach for something in her car, and that's when Moore Williams pulled out a black handgun and pointed it at her.
We were still on the inside. She came back in the inside store and stuff, kept talking. And my boss asked her to leave. She would not leave.
Did you see anyone pull a gun on her?
No.
Police arrested Moore Williams and charged her with aggravated assault. In her mugshot, you can see she's still wearing her black Burger King uniform.
There's some ways to handle things, and I think that management or somebody above management need to go, just sort of screen their workers to make sure that they know how to handle things.
But at least some Burger King employees think it's the customer who was out of order this time.
If you come with problems gonna follow you. That's what you're gonna get.
Well, it's a lot going on here. I personally, this is no reflection on Burger King, by the way, I call it Murder King. I don't really eat it. I haven't eaten at Burger King in years. I can't tell you the last time I ate, that Whopper tore up my stomach. I was twisted up like a pretzel at the movie theater, and after that I haven't eaten them since. So that's why I call them Murder King. I'm not saying they're all bad, I'm not saying they're insanitary, and I'm not downing anybody who eats it. I'm just telling you my perspective. Now, not that I got that out the way, we're not going to argue that people need to cook and all of that. I don't want to hear that. People are entitled to do what they want to do. Some people don't feel like cooking every day for whatever reason. Maybe they're lazy or maybe not. Maybe they're busy. But however, when people decide to spend their money at establishments, a certain amount of customer service should be provided to them. Now in this case, it's unclear as to what's really going on, because you've got some customers saying they be acting a fool up at this particular Burger King. Then you've got the employees giving a different account. Now very rarely do we see employees stick together. Think about on your job, how many times can you get a person to account for your story? So unless they got a different code, they really sticking to it, maybe they're telling the truth. Maybe she did come in there as run by black people and going on this tirade, and at the end of the day, if you want to pretend like you're reaching for something, a person has the right to defend themselves. Now, why she was packing at Burger King, I don't know. There's so much shit going on these days. People feel they need to take their guns everywhere. So we can't sit up and argue that point. I just think that if you're going to act like you're going to give smoke, be ready and prepare for that smoke to come back at you. And I think it's just really that simple. But I do believe that these restaurants need to provide better customer service all the way around. Also, these people don't really give a damn. They're flipping burgers. It's not rocket science. They really do feel like, what the fuck do you want? And it's just how they feel about it. They don't get paid enough to care. I don't know if they were getting paid what they want, they would care. I don't know. I just know that I went to in the past, because again, I don't go to these restaurants like that often. If I'm eating fast food, if I'm eating out, it's generally not a place through the drive-thru. Every once in a while I will, but I tend to eat at better places, and which is more expensive, and why I need to carry my damn lunch to work. But I don't give a damn what you do. When you're at a job, you need to do it to your best of ability. You need to treat people with courtesy, and you need to be professional. And people at the same time need to understand, just because you feel that the customer is always right, don't mean that you have the right to come in there and show your bare ass, or come in there and discriminate, come in there and bring your bigotry and your ignorance, come in there like you gonna flash something and not be prepared for somebody to flash on your ass. People just be doing way too much. I'm so tired of everybody, and they throw their rocks and hiding their hands syndrome, and then when something happens, they're befuddled. Oh, I can't believe it. I mean, I was going in there for a cheeseburger, and next thing you know, it was a gun in my face. No, you were being a bitch. Go ahead and say it. So, I don't know. It's hard to decipher. That's why I just try to give my opinion on everything that's going on here, what it could have been. You guys let me know what you think in the comments.